Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today I want to talk about the recently announced Tier 9, maybe premium ship. It hasn't clearly been stated if it's a premium or some weird tech line split. But the Tier 9, maybe premium American. If you had to ask me, I would say it's probably going to be a premium ship. It is the USS Georgia. So, this thing, um, yeah, it came out of literally nowhere. I heard nothing about this ship before. Well, they announced it in the dev blog, which I mean, it's weird because they didn't like announce it by itself. They threw it in with a bunch of what I'm guessing are patch notes for the next patch. Um, yeah. So this thing. So let me walk you through we all we have is the stats and one picture, and I'll throw the picture up here on the screen. So the stats are hit points 74,100, plating 32 millimeters. So I'm assuming it's the usual American all or nothing armor scheme. Main battery. This is where it gets very interesting. 3x2, 457 millimeter. Yeah, that's the Conqueror's layout, except it's one less turret because there's only 3 turrets. So you only get 6 guns. This is a tier 9. But they are 457 millimeters. Firing range 21 kilometers. Maximum HE shell damage 6,450. Chance to call fire 43%, which is really low for a battleship that only has 6 guns. Maximum AP shell damage is where it gets good. 15,750. Reload time of 30 seconds flat. That's really good. 180 time of the turrets, 45 seconds. That's on the slower side, but this is listed without any type of upgrade, captain skills, modifiers, anything. This is all vanilla. Maximum dispersion, 270 meters. Again, this is before you put any type of mods on. So if this is the usual American battleship and gets the usual American battleship mods, you can get that really nice plotting room mod 3, which decreases your maximum dispersion by 10%. So that's going to bring that down quite a bit. HE initial velocity 800 meters a second. AP initial velocity 732 meters a second. This is where it gets really good. Sigma 2.0. Second arm, it's 10x2, 127. Just normal American. Secondaries, range 6 kilometers. 1800 maximum HE shell damage, 5% chance of fires. And the HE shell initial velocity for the secondaries is 792 meters. So the standard American secondaries. A defense is strong. I'm not going to bore you with all the numbers for that. Maximum speed 33 knots. This is a fast ship. 33 knots for a battleship at tier 9. Turning circle radius 890 meters. Rudder shift time 16.5 seconds. Surface detectability 16.9 kilometers. Air detectability 14.1 kilometers. Detectability after firing main guns and smoke 18 kilometers. Consumables, damage con, repair party, and fighter or spotting aircraft. So, yeah. Now, of course, these stats are probably going to change before this thing gets released. But, so its maximum range is only 21 kilometers. And the guns they sound terrifyingly accurate with 2.0 Sigma and American dispersion, 270 meters, before you add any modifiers onto that. So this is sounding quite good, in my opinion. It sounds like it's going to be a close-range deletion cannon. Because the HE doesn't sound all that good. You only get a 45% chance of starting fires. I mean, 45% chance of starting fires is pretty good, but when you only have 6 guns, meh. And they are battleship guns, so they are going to take 30 seconds to reload, which, again, I'm glad they gave it a 30-second reload time for now, with only having 6 guns. Now, with Adrenaline Rush, of course, that's going to get dropped down a bit when you start losing health. And if you look in the picture, too, this looks interesting, because it looks like they took a North Carolina hull and literally slapped just massive guns on it. Now, of course, there's nothing for really scale to reference with in the picture. I'm just going off what the hull looks like. I mean, you can kind of tell by the AE guns and the secondary mounts if they are just the normal American secondaries. It looks just like they took a North Carolina and slapped some massive guns on it. I'm not sure if this was maybe a design variant for the North Carolina class, where instead of using these massive 457s on here. But the thing is, these are 457s, and it's not like the British 457s where the shell's massive, but it still has that British fuse time. These should bite, and these should bite hard. I mean, the maximum AP shell damage is 15,700. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, this sounds like a deletion machine, a close range deletion machine. Now, I would hope, looking at these stats, if they are going for this like hardcore brawling battleship, that they would, buff the secondaries up to maybe Massachusetts level of secondaries, because this does look like it is a tier 8 hull with tier 10 guns. So hopefully they buff the secondaries to make up for that. Although it does have a fair amount of hit points in the 70,000s, but I do think they would. I would hope they would buff the secondaries quite a bit. This would be a fantastic ship if they would do that, and it would of course still be balanced, because if it and again, it looks just like a North Carolina hull, so the Citadel's probably gonna be up and out the waterline, so it shouldn't be too hard for other ships to Citadel this thing. And of course, with a maximum range of only 21 kilometers, yeah, you're going to need to be getting quite close, especially in this current CV meta. Now, it does also have strong AA, from what I've interpreted from all. It's like a paragraph and a half of just stats about the AA. So, this is looking like, in my eyes at least, a fun ship. Will it be an amazing? Oh my god, you must buy this ship? I mean, to me, maybe. But again, it depends. This ship could completely change in the time that it takes for it to come out. And it probably will. I mean, this always happens with premiums. They come out, they start as one thing, and they're usually not the same thing by the time the development cycle gets done with them. Now, the funny thing is, too, I would be willing to put money down that you would see the Georgia in-game before you see the Alaska, just the way that Wargaming seems to be dragging their feet with releasing Alaska. It really would not surprise me if you saw this 457 North Carolina monstrosity in the game, I don't know, maybe a week or two before we see Alaska, or heck, they might be released together. And the other question is, how the heck are we going to get this ship? Because if you notice in the picture, its name isn't in gold, it's in gray. So that would signify it's a tech line ship, or it may have just been a goof up, and whoever rendered out this picture of it to put on Facebook. It may just be a glitch, or someone just forgot to color it in gold instead of gray. So, and like I said, this is really interesting. It wasn't really announced, because normally when Wargaming releases information on premium ship, it's usually just in a post by itself, or with a batch of premium ships that are going to be tested for the next update. They didn't with this. This was just released with patch notes. It was in the same patch notes as them saying that they were going to increase Monarch and Conqueror's Citadel. Oh, yeah, that's happening too. I get why Conqueror's Citadel is being raised, but why Monarch's Citadel is being raised, I don't know. That ship, in my opinion, is a pushover enough. It really didn't need this nerf. If anything, God, it needs a buff. It needs a better heal, which they are increasing the heal on the Conqueror and the Monarch both to compensate for the Citadel being raised. But I mean, God, the poor Monarch thing can't catch a break. Poor little thing. So yeah, this Georgia, I'm excited for this ship. I hope we see it come out sometime soon. I mean, I know it's gonna be 3-4 months probably before it comes out, but man, I can't wait to get my hands on this. I'm more excited for this thing now than I am for Alaska, because Wargaming has just taken so long in getting Alaska out to us. I just, a lot of the wind has come out of my sails in my anticipation of Alaska, because of just the way Wargaming's been handling the whole situation with Alaska and the sea rework and all of that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, are you excited for Georgia? Do you think it's going to be anything like what the stats say it says it's going to be like, or do you think it's going to change just dramatically before the ship gets released? So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We just passed 1,500. I can't thank you guys enough for that, and we're actually getting pretty close on 1,600 fairly fast. Again, you guys are just amazing and awesome, and I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys enough. So again, thanks for watching. I hope to catch all you guys in the next one.